We couldn't possibly fit everybody into a single evening, but we did want to give them an opportunity to share with you what their vision is and their roles. So we're going to do that in the following order. First of all, for the Ward 13 and 14 school trustee in alphabetical order, we're going to start with Bob Matten. Bob, are you there? And then Greg, and then Christopher, okay, in that order. I'll hold the mic. You've got 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. It's great to see everybody tonight. My name is Dr. Bob Maton. I'm running for trustee in Wards 13 and 14 because of a long-standing commitment to education as one of the keys to a happy and useful life. I have a master's degree in social work from the University of Wales, a master's in social welfare policy from McMaster, and a PhD in social policy from the University of Toronto. I've been a senior research and policy person in health and safety. I have taught master's level university courses in policy and been a social worker in psychiatry and addictions. I'm currently a steering committee member on the Taste Buds School Breakfast Program, which provides breakfast and snacks to students in the 144 schools across the region, both in the separate and public boards. And until recently, I was a board member of the Mission Services of Hamilton. I believe in the usefulness of evidence and research in guiding future directions in education. 3 major directions in education research at the moment, which I believe should guide future teaching in the board, are the greater usefulness of small schools over mega schools in promoting student success, the importance of character development among students as the best preparation for success, both in education and in their future careers and lives. For example, the ability to overcome adversity, the development of curiosity and of grit and perseverance in the face of difficulties. And the final thing is the importance of relationships, both students with teaching staff and students with their peers in the learning process as the foundation of learning. The school board is beginning to discuss character and relationships as strategies for learning in their response to declining EQAO scores in schools. And I applaud this approach. Math scores have been going down and they're working to address this, but there's much to be done. As trustee, I would continue to encourage these directions, and I have ideas about what can be done further.
Thank you very much. Dr. Bob Matten. Also running in Ward 13 and 14, Karen, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there were changes made. There's one trustee for 15, which is East Flamborough, Waterdown East Flamborough, and there's a single trustee for 13 and 14, and 13 is Dundas. So it's Dundas and rural Flamborough. So Greg from Geffen, you've got two minutes. I'll hold the mic.
Can I?
No.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Greg Van Geffen. I'm running in Dundas in West Flamborough. I live in Dundas. With my strong rural background and family that live in West Flamborough and are part of our rural schools, I believe I'm the best candidate to represent these 2 very different wards. Being the only candidate with a child in our schools and my wife Sarah, a public school teacher, public education is very important to my family and me. In Ward 14, there is an excellent plan in place pioneered by Councillor Rob Pasuda, Trustee Karen Turkstra, and the community for the Beverly and Greensville sites. As trustee, I will do everything within my power to ensure these projects happen. We cannot afford a trustee who is looking to undo all of this work that the community has worked so hard and unanimously have agreed on. This idea to forming partnerships between the school board, city, and other parties ensures the best chance of creating small, great rural schools and has the province keen for funding to provide funding when budgets are so tight. In Wards 13 and 14, I'm proposing we replicate what Waterdown has done successfully. The Waterdown Education Group, created in part by Penny here, has created an excellent template in opening communication at all levels for the betterment of our local schools. My campaign is focused on moving forward with transparency and open communication and strong leadership. I'm fortunate to have the endorsements of community leaders like Rob Pasuda and Karen Turkstra, among others, but most importantly, to have the opportunity to present confidently my campaign to the community, knowing that this next term for trustee is so precious and can't be squandered on reversing decisions. The success of our public education system is measured by the confidence that the public has in it. Let me work with you to build that confidence. My name is Greg Van Geffen, and when you vote for your local trustee, Vote for a candidate that lives in our wards, has a child in our public education system, and is passionate about the betterment of it. Thank you so much.
Greg Van Geffen. No, that's fine. Christopher? We're going to give a little bit of latitude. Christopher, you're next. Christopher, I'm going to pronounce the last name wrong. Yent?
Yo, you got it right.
You got it right. Yent, I'm going to hold the mic. You've got 2 minutes.
Sounds fantastic. First of all, I want to thank the Flamborough Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event. I want to thank all of the media personnel that are here live streaming and recording this, as well as everyone, obviously, who has turned out to view this event. My name is Christopher Yent. I've been a lifelong resident of Flamborough. I come from the bustling metropolis of Copetown, so it's the hub of the universe. And I've been through our education system within our wards. I went and graduated from Queen's Rangers Elementary School in 2002, Dr. John Seton in 2004, and Highland Secondary School, which has now become the Dundas Valley Secondary School, in 2008. I'm running because I saw a distinct lack of good ideas going forward and good experience to back up those ideas. I have the experience and I have the ideas that I want to push and promote forward. When we talk about the millions of dollars in operating budgets and the costs that go towards managing schools within our school system, wouldn't it make sense to have someone who has the experience to manage those sorts of finances? I've been the chief financial officer of a $10 million not-for-profit where I turned chronic deficits into a $120,000 surplus by strategic mandate removal and through reallocation of funds. Prior to this, I served as the chief executive officer of 2 other different not-for-profits, and in both cases, reversed chronic deficits and made sure that we had a strategic mandate going forward that would redress the issues that our stakeholders and our shareholders were asking for, and ones that we wanted to see better promoted within our constituency groups. My campaign platform points centered around more support for teachers in the classroom so that they can be the most effective facilitators of student learning, a greater accountability of finances for the Board of Trustees, and the accountability that goes along with it, as well as more opportunities for work placements and trade placements for students. Obviously, co-op is a great opportunity for students, but I think that there is a greater opportunity there in specific classes for students to do specific placements to learn how the field works. I got my start in construction in high school. I was fortunate enough to be able to start my own construction business. That is the stuff I want to bring to the Board of Trustees. Thank you.
Thank you. Christopher Yent, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so those 3 people that you heard, Bob Manton, Greg Van Geffen, and Christopher Yent, are running for the single seat in 13 and 14. That's Dundas and West Flamborough, rural Flamborough. The candidates for Ward 15, there's 2 of them. We're going to start off with Penny Deeth. Ward 15, of course, being East Flamborough. Penny, you have 2 minutes. No, I won't.
You're holding it?
I'm holding. See, then I can pull it away if you go on and on.
You know me. Thanks, Aaron, and welcome to our high school. This community has been my home for 20 years. I've raised my children here and understand its unique challenges and what matters to our families. I've volunteered in both school and community initiatives to ensure our Flamborough youth get the resources, tools, and support they need to succeed. In 2008, together with the Waterdown Education Group, I fought to obtain funding to expand this high school and to build new elementary schools, including a school that supports French immersion. I also supported keeping Millgrove open. During my 15 years on parent councils, I worked with other parents to raise funds, raise awareness, and host events. Most recently, I secured funding for a social media guide and developed school survival guides to help parents better understand their children and the issues they face. I work directly with teachers and school staff to implement programs and mental health strategies. I have an office right in the high school where I see firsthand what is important to our youth. In 2009, I launched Healthy Community, Healthy Youth Flamborough, where I am currently the Community Youth Development Coordinator with my partner, a former principal. The HWDSB gave me permission to survey students to learn how we can support them in their efforts to build relationships and promote a safe and caring school environment. Understanding the community and building strong partnerships is paramount. I have done so with many Hamilton agencies. I work with public health and Hamilton Police on underage drinking strategies and to train students in restorative justice to develop conflict resolution tactics. I am working with Flamborough Chamber of Commerce to help students with future planning and the Women's Resource to create a Girls Respect group. I work closely with local government to effect change, like coming up with options for a viable transportation plan. The position of trustee is important to me because I know our youth, I know our community, and I know what our kids need to succeed at this time of extreme growth and increasing diversity. I have the experience to make a difference. On October 27th, choose experience, and please vote for me, Penny Deeth.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. I'm impressed. I'm having trouble with this cord all evening. There we go. And the other candidate for Ward 15 school trustee is Nick Lowers. Nick, you got 2 minutes. And again, I'll hold the mic.
Okay, thank you very much to the Flamborough Chamber of Commerce and my fellow residents of Ward 15 for having me here tonight and giving me the opportunity to speak with you. My name is Nick Lowers and I'm running for Public School Board Trustee here in Ward 15. I'd first like to start by congratulating Mill Grove Public School on making it to their 100th year anniversary, which we will soon celebrate. It was a great honor to be invited by Mill Grove parents to be part of the West Flamborough Arc and advocate on behalf of keeping Mill Grove Public School open. By vocation, I am a mental health therapist who works in a professional setting, doing psychotherapy with youth who struggle with depression, anxiety, and addictions. I am running because I want to give our children and youth a future they can count on. As trustee, I will focus on the following key priorities: safeguarding small rural and neighborhood schools, redirecting wasted tax dollars from administration to classrooms, and implementing a school board policy that respects parent requests. It's such an exciting time here in Waterdown, with so many opportunities to plan for the future, to respond to community needs, not just as they are, not just as they exist now, but how they will develop with the growth of the population in East Flamborough. The question is not which schools to close here in Ward 15, but what opportunities we can give our youth and which schools to build. This means listening to Ward 15 residents in terms of what they want in their schools, having more parental involvement and community involvement in schools as centers of our community, and working with City Council to ensure good relationships that are positive and productive for citizens. On October 27th, please vote Nick Lowers. I'm here to listen, I'm here to serve you, and I'm here to advocate for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, your trustee candidates.